Paternal and maternal love for married and unmarried sons and daughters. Love is regarded as a mixture of several emotions and feelings such as longing, attachment, closeness, and affection. Philosophers have been theorizing love since long. Freud considered love as a sublimation for the desire of sexual union. Fromm also regarded love as a displacement to avoid isolation and loneliness. Maslow proposed two kinds of love, namely deficiency love (D-love), which arises out of a person's insecurities and lower-level emotional needs, and being love (B-love), which arises out of a person's higher-level emotional needs, especially the desire for self-actualization. Lee proposed a six-style taxonomy of love, namely eros passionate, erotic ludus game-playing, uncommitted storge friendship pragma practical, calculating mania possessive, obsessional, and agape altruistic giving. Bersheed and Walster saw love as a physiological arousal. Sternberg proposed a triangular theory of love in which love is comprised of three components, namely passion related to closeness and the emotional investment intimacy, the motivational component, corresponding to physical and psychological arousal, and commitment, the cognitive component, i.e. the decision to stay together. Researchers have also typified love into companionate and romantic passionate love, and love towards specific people or objects, for example, towards parents, friends, country, nature, profession, etc. Love is strongly correlated with positive feelings, psychosocial wellness, satisfaction with life, and happiness. It is a crucial factor in entering, maintaining, and expanding a close relationship. Women are inclined more towards the companionate style of love and men are associated more with the passionate style of love. Parental love is generally distinguished from the romantic love. It is viewed as more passionate, visceral, and instinctual. It is considered unconditional and a complete form of love in which all the required components of love such as passion, intimacy and commitment are present and balanced. Parental love becomes the basis for children's learning to love romantically in future and to develop passionate relationships with their mates. Researchers have come up with several indicators of parental love including warmth, acceptance, sensitivity, care, affection, support, comfort, pleasure, appreciation, play, giving gifts, and physical touch. These indicators are essential to build a strong bond between parents and children. Children also consider certain indicators by their parents essential for parental love. These indicators include physical touch, kissing, hugging, lapping, expressing love through communication, spending quality time together, doing enjoyable activities together, being sensitive for the basic needs of children, taking physical and medical care of children, appreciating children, and giving gifts to children. Daughters regard physical touch and receiving gifts from parents as the most important indicators of parental love. Sons, on the other hand, regard spending quality time with parents as the most important indicator of parental love. Parents, based on the diversified needs of sons and daughters, project their love differently for both the sexes. Child-parent emotional attachment is an important factor in child development and involves the attachment of a child with both the parents and father. Parental love, both paternal and maternal, satisfies the affectional needs of parents and children both. It is an important factor for the psychosocial well-being of children. It helps children in understanding and managing emotional experiences. Affectionate parental attachment has been associated with proper functioning of children, and parental rejection has been regarded as a cause to several psychological problems including aggression, depression, anxiety, and psychological maladjustment. Children who are securely attached with their parents tend to have greater emotional awareness, better knowledge of emotion regulation strategies, adequate emotional expressivity and emotional competence, empathy and trust for others, better self-confidence, and better mental health. Children who are insecurely attached with their parents have emotional insecurities, lack of empathy and trust towards others, difficulty in managing their relationships as adults, depression and anxiety, and tendencies toward criminal behavior. The availability of parents to satisfy the needs of a child is an important factor in parent-child attachment. Parents are usually unaware of the psychosocial importance of parental attachment for the later life of their children. The earlier literature on parental love toward children mostly deals with infants, younger children, and adolescents. One of the studies by Dr. Sukoon was the first ever exploration of parental love for married and unmarried adult sons and daughters. Moreover, the role of a son's or a daughter's marital status in receiving parental love has never been studied before. The aforesaid study by Dr. Sukoon was a two-way process and was conducted in two phases. The first phase explored paternal and maternal love for married and unmarried sons and daughters by obtaining parental views. The second phase explored the same variables by obtaining the views of married and unmarried sons and daughters. A new scale to measure love was also developed and validated in the first phase of the study. The study involved 982 participants in total. 4 focus group discussions, involving 60 participants, were conducted in the first phase of the study to generate the item pool for the love scale. 4 groups were organized separately for each category of the participants, namely mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters. Each group involved 15 participants. The data collection during the first phase of the study involved 80 parents, 33 fathers and 47 mothers upon whom the love scale was administered. These parents were purposively selected after being assured that each mother and father must had all the 4 relationships. Each of them, therefore, had at least 1 married son, 1 married daughter, 1 adult unmarried son, and 1 adult unmarried daughter. Parents who had more than the 4 required children were also included in the study. The instructions in the scale clarified the relationship for which the parents were expected to respond. Each parent responded to the scale for 4 times to project his/her love toward married and unmarried sons and daughters, separately for each relation. The age of these parents ranged from 40 to 63 years with a mean age of 49 years. The second phase of the study involved data collection from the married and unmarried sons and daughters by involving 842 participants, 232 males and 610 females, 654 unmarried and 188 married, 191 unmarried sons, 41 married sons, 463 unmarried daughters, 147 married daughters. It was essential for these participants to have both mother and father alive to be included in the study. The age of these participants ranged from 18 to 47 years with a mean age of 23 years. All the participants of the first and second phase of the study were educated enough to respond to the questionnaire themselves. A new scale to measure love in a general perspective was developed and validated in the current study. The scale was labeled as Love Scale. It comprised of 15 items and involved a 5-point Likert scale for responses. The reliability and validity of love scale was accordingly measured during the first phase of the study, and the scale was found highly reliable and valid. The comparison between paternal and maternal love, as perceived by the parents, revealed that the fathers loved their unmarried daughters significantly more than the mothers. No significant differences between paternal and maternal love for unmarried son, married son, and married daughter were found from the parental perceptions. The comparison of parental love against the gender of children revealed that the fathers loved their unmarried daughters significantly more than their unmarried sons. No significant differences were found between the paternal love for married sons and married daughters. No significant differences were found between the maternal love for sons and daughters. The comparison of paternal love against the marital status of sons and daughters, as perceived by fathers, revealed that the fathers loved their unmarried sons and unmarried daughters significantly more than their married sons and daughters. These differences were also significant for all the 15 indicators of love, projecting the fathers significantly more loving for their unmarried children as compared to their married children. The comparison of maternal love against the marital status of sons and daughters, as perceived by mothers, revealed that the fathers loved their unmarried sons and unmarried daughters significantly more than their married sons and daughters. These differences were also significant for all the 15 indicators of love, projecting the mothers significantly more loving for their unmarried children as compared to their married children. The comparison between paternal and maternal love, as perceived by the children, revealed that the unmarried sons, the unmarried daughters, and the married daughters perceived their mothers significantly more loving as compared to their fathers. The married sons, on the other hand, perceived no significant differences in the paternal and maternal love for them. Financial support was the only factor which all the children perceived significantly higher for fathers as compared to mothers. The comparison of parental love against the marital status of sons, as perceived by sons, revealed that the unmarried sons perceived their mothers significantly more loving as compared to the married sons. The unmarried and married sons did not significantly differ about the love they received from their fathers. The comparison of parental love against the marital status of daughters as perceived by daughters revealed no significant differences between the perceptions of married and unmarried daughters about the love they received from their fathers and mothers. The findings also revealed significant differences between the perceptions of parents and children about the parental love. Children perceived their parents more loving to them as compared to the parental perceptions about their love for their children. Fathers projected the highest love for unmarried daughters 76.56%, followed by their love for unmarried sons 64.76%, married daughters 46.18%, and married sons 45%. Mothers projected the highest love for unmarried sons 68.56%, followed by their love for unmarried daughters 63.54%, married daughters 44.02%, and married sons 41.96%. The earlier literature on parental love was mostly related to parental love toward infants and younger children. The aforesaid study by Dr. Sukoon was the first ever of its nature. It explored parental love, both paternal and maternal, for the adult sons and daughters. Another significance of the study is its comparison of parental love for married and unmarried children. Marital status, as approved in the current study, has come out as a significant variable in studying parental love. Developing and validating a new scale to measure love is another remarkable contribution of the study. The findings of the study can be summarized through the aspects of gender and marital status of children. The parental perceptions reveal that the gender of children is an insignificant variable for mothers but a significant variable for fathers, as fathers love their unmarried daughters significantly more than their unmarried sons. The love of fathers for the unmarried daughters is also significantly higher as compared to the love of mothers for their unmarried daughters. According to the perceptions of the children, gender of parents is also a significant variable for unmarried sons, unmarried daughters, and married daughters who regard mothers more loving than fathers. Marital status of children is a significant variable for both the parents. Fathers and mothers both love their unmarried sons and unmarried daughters significantly more than their married sons and married daughters. The unmarried and married sons also perceive this difference significantly in case of mothers and perceive that the mothers love their unmarried sons significantly more as compared to the married sons. Daughters, on the other hand, do not differentiate their perceptions about parental love because of their marital status. To sum up, father and mothers both love their unmarried children significantly more than their married children, and fathers love their unmarried daughters significantly more than their unmarried sons. It can be concluded that parental love is discriminated through gender and marital status of their children. Gender-based discrimination is a common practice across the globe and especially in the developing countries. The reflections of gendered inequality in child-rearing and parental favoritism for male children are also found easily in almost all the cultures, even among other animals such as horses, sheep, gorillas, chimpanzees, etc. Parents from all over the world including Europe, United States, Africa, China, and South Asia, want their first baby to be a son. Parents in the United States favor sons over daughters and rear them differently. Parents in Russia mention sons more often on social media as compared with daughters. Parents, especially the fathers, spend more time with their sons in United States, Canada, and United Kingdom. The prevalence and intensity of gendered inequality among male and female children is significantly higher in the collectivistic cultures of Southeast Asia. Literature suggests that parents of Southeast Asia favor sons over daughters. Daughters in Southeast Asia are raised distinctly as compared with sons. They receive lesser attention in health, nutrition, and education as compared with their brothers. Apart from the aforesaid studies that mostly relate to infants and younger children, the trends of parental love toward sons and daughters may change as the children grow older. Studies also reflect that mothers are attached more with sons and fathers are attached more with daughters. However, the findings of the current study cannot be correlated with the earlier literature in this regard. The earlier studies were mostly related to parental love for infants and younger children. The findings of the study by Dr. Sukoon are novel as they reflect parental love for adult sons and daughters. The study has revealed distinct results in this regard whereby the fathers significantly loved their unmarried daughters more than their unmarried sons. However, no significant differences were revealed between fathers' love for married sons and married daughters. Findings about the mothers, on the other hand, did not reveal any significant differences based on the gender of children. The findings of the aforesaid study by Dr. Sukoon would make a significant difference in the existing literature on parent-child attachment and parental love. The study would help the researchers who are somehow involved in studying love, parental love, the role of marital status in parent-child attachment, etc. Future researchers are encouraged to explore the dimensions of marital status of children further and analyze the variations of parental love for married and unmarried sons and daughters in a cross-cultural perspective. The study explored parental love toward children only and did not involve children's love toward parents. Future researchers are advised to include the love of adult children toward their parents too, as it was a limitation of the current study. Thanks for listening. To read the entire paper, kindly visit www.drsakoon.info.